Hey guys, Steinyamite here. Today I'm going to be starting a brand new Let's Play on Naruto Clash of Ninja 2 for the Nintendo GameCube. So, as you can see, this is the opening cutscene right here. I'll let you guys watch this for a minute. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm Let's Playing this game, because this is one of my favorite Naruto games of all time, actually. I played the hell out of this back in elementary school with all my friends. We all used to love playing Naruto, and this was like the big game. We would just get together and play this for hours on end sometimes. I remember the first time I played this was actually at one of my friend's birthday parties, and I had no idea what I was doing, but I ended up liking it a lot, so I continued playing it for a long time. So now today I'm a lot better at the game, and I've 100%ed the game before, so I will be pretty good at this. Don't worry. It's not like I'm just like never going blind into this. I do know what I'm doing. I've unlocked all the characters, which wasn't that hard. It was just kind of like tedious and time consuming because you do a lot of battles to get a lot of money to unlock like the extra missions to get like the last couple of characters like Orochimaru and the Sasuke tuning exams, things like that. So let's get into it.
Naruto Clash of Ninja.
Begin. Okay, we're gonna do the story mode today. From the beginning, yep. Naruto, who is a problem student at the academy, continues to train with the dream of becoming a Hokage, the #1 ninja in the village. Naruto is ecstatic when Iruka Sensei allows him to graduate from the academy. We're not gonna read all those, we're just gonna like, you know.
Hey Naruto, once you become a ninja, it's not easy like the academy. So tell me, have you been training since graduation?
Hey, come on, Iruka-sensei! I'm a full-fledged ninja now, so you don't have to tell me to practice. I'm good on my own.
I really hope you guys actually enjoy, like me, Let's Playing this game, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun to do. So, I was just thinking about what to do, because on my old channel, I started doing a versus on Pokemon Ash Gray, but that got canceled for a few reasons. It was just, it wasn't really what I wanted to be doing on my channel. But I really like Naruto, so I'm going to do it. And I'm really good at this game, so first I want to take an Iruka. And like I said, I've played this game many times, so I know what I'm doing. But anyway, how are you guys today? It's actually a Monday, so not the best day of the week to do anything, but I do not have school today. Schools are closed today and tomorrow, so I'll be getting to upload a lot of parts of this, which I'm pretty excited about. Because usually when people do Let's Plays, they can only upload like once or twice a week, and I'll get to upload a few episodes today and tomorrow, depending on how the editing goes for it. Other than that, we already beat Iruka the first time. As you can see, this game's not very hard once you know what you're doing, if you know the controls and stuff like that, but if you don't know the controls, it's a little hard for first timers, but you can get the hang of it pretty quickly. On the GameCube controller, because I'm playing this through my Wii, but I'm using the GameCube controller, B is your basic attack, and you can use like A as well, like watch. Wait, like this, so you can use A2 to attack. So those are basically, those are your two main controls, and then X is do your special jutsu, like Uzumaki Barrage for Naruto, example like this. When you press X, it does that, and Y is throw, L and R are just to dodge, and other things like that. And there we go, we just won the first match. So the game isn't very hard, as you can see. It's pretty fun. I definitely enjoy playing it. So that was a quick mission.
Good job, Naruto. Keep up the good work with your other duties too.
Well, duh, of course. So anyway, make that a deluxe miso ramen for me.
Yeah, Naruto really likes ramen. I always remembered that. The other reason I'm playing this instead of like a Revolution game, like Naruto Revolution on the Wii, is because, oh, here we go. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura are a 3-member team, but Sasuke always seems to take the spotlight. What will Naruto do? Anyway, as I was saying, the reason I didn't play Naruto Ultimate Ninja Revolution or Castle Ninja Revolution for the Wii is because while I like Shippuden, I like the original like Naruto better. I just always found something cool about it. But the reason I'm playing Clash of Ninja 2 instead of Clash of Ninja 1 is because this has the same story as the first one, but it adds a little bit more. And I thought that was really nice. I would play the 3rd and 4th games of these, but they were only released in Japan for the GameCube. And here they were just Naruto, Clash of Ninja Revolution 1 and 2. But it's not the same. You guys know that. Now we're fighting Sasuke. And he's really good, actually. In this, he was one of my favorite characters to use before I unlocked Sasuke with Sharingan, of course. So in the comment section below, why don't you guys leave a comment saying like who your favorite character was for the original Naruto, like who your favorite character still is if you watch it or play it or anything like that. My favorite character has always been Sasuke, even though he's evil now in like the new Shippuden. I've always just found something really cool about Sasuke ever since the first episodes of Naruto. Especially during the Chunin exams, I thought they way stepped that up a lot. So it was really nice to get to see that because up until then, I like Sasuke, but he was still like seemed like a little bit childish, just like Naruto. But during the Chunin exams, like Naruto was a lot, like, he got a lot stronger because of his nine-tailed fox inside of him. He started to like get along with it a little bit, and Sasuke unlocked more of his Sharingan and learned the Chidori Jutsu from Kakashi. And that made it really interesting to watch him fight Gaara in the Chunin exams. I remember that was one of my favorite manga books to read was the 13th one because that was actually the one where Sasuke would fight Gaara. If you guys are wondering why I'm trying not to talk as much during the cutscenes, is because I want you guys like hear the voices, like voice actors and stuff like that, instead of like just like having to read it on the screen. Naruto wins the match against Sasuke. How will Sakura react to what she just witnessed? This is gonna be good because Sakura really likes Sasuke, and yeah, or not Naruto. Sakura really likes Sasuke, but Naruto really likes Sakura, and blah blah blah. She's gonna go fight him now. It's one of my favorite fights in the game because you get to beat up Sakura. I liked her more. I like her a lot more in the Shippuden because in the original she wasn't much help until after the Forest of Death. Until she cut her hair off, she wasn't really like a main asset to any of the story at all. She was just kind of there, so like, a bit of an annoyance in my opinion. A lot of people feel differently. A lot of people like Sakura. I always thought she was a good character. She was always really strong. She just doesn't have the same like thing before she cuts her hair. After she cut it, I thought she like grew up a little bit and decided like I'm gonna try and be a little bit stronger instead of just letting everyone kind of fight for me all the time. So yeah, if you guys have noticed, I've already gone through a few battles, so this game is really easy. At least for me, because I've played through the game quite a few times. The only battles I really have trouble with are honestly at the second to last one. Sometimes the last one, it just depends on the day, I guess. But yeah, so we just won another match. We're gonna be Naruto throughout a lot of the story.
You're so annoying! Sakura, that's not
Kakashi, who just summoned Naruto and his team, suddenly assigned a survival exercise. What exactly is this? Let's find out. It's gonna be pretty funny. I remember this part. Okay, so basically I'm gonna skip this part because it's not interesting. But Kakashi assembles his team members to basically like, fight him, like in the show. Like they all three of them have to fight him, like take the bells and such. There's no bells in this. He's have to fight him until he dies. It's a lot harder because if you guys notice on the top, there's bars now of like the health and stuff like that. Kakashi's 4-player, and he's like really good. I don't know why he was always like he's just really powerful. Luckily, we have Naruto and Sasuke fighting him at like the same time, and the AIs are actually fairly good for this game, unlike the ones like the newer games. Sometimes like the ones here are really smart against each other. But there's some newer Naruto games where like the AIs are just like idiots and don't do anything. It's just like it's painful to watch them because like there's an inconvenience because they're in your way constantly. But so yeah, we already killed him. I think once. We had to kill him twice, though. Yep, we do. It's the only downside about it. We had to kill the guy twice. That's not too bad, though. It's only twice. Anyway, if all goes according to plan, I should have this entire story Let's Play done by maybe tomorrow, actually. So you guys might get to see 3 or 4 episodes today. I'm going to try and make this not too many episodes. I don't want to make it any more than 10, if that. Because it's a really short story for the story mode. It's just up until the end of the Chunin exams, but other than that, and then maybe I'll also like have some special guests joining me at some point in a little while, like in the future or whatever, to maybe do a few like quick versus matches with me, so you guys can see like all the characters, and maybe I'll battle some computers or something. something like that. Naruto and his team, now full-fledged ninjas, have come to the land of waves to protect a bridge under construction. But when they arrive at the bridge, a mysterious ninja appears. And that would be Haku.
I don't really want to destroy you, but if you don't back down, I'll be forced to attack. There's no way I'm backing down. I'm gonna be the #1 ninja in my village and carry on the Hokage name.
I just can't stand stuck-up brats like you.
I understand.
So basically, Naruto and Sasuke, like, talking to Haku about, like, how they don't believe that he's, like, really that strong and stuff like that because he's kind of all talk for a while. You don't really get to see him fight until, like, the very end. I always liked both them, but it's what it is, I guess. You know, it's like, what am I gonna do? But, so now, Sasuke and I are going to be fighting Haku. Like I said, we're going to be Naruto for a main part of the story. We get to be, in a few missions, we're going to get to start being, a lot of the other characters that come, like, pre-loaded into the game. There's over, like, 20 playable characters in this, which is really good for the time. Compared to the first one, which only had, I think, like, 5 or 6. That was the main issue I had with that game. Was that there was, like, no characters to use. So this one's a lot more fun because there's a lot of characters. Same story, just added. So, and the only thing I don't like is that Naruto, he doesn't ever learn the Rasengan in this, which I kind of wish he would. But there is a better Naruto that you can unlock in this, which I really like, and I think we get to be him in the next mission. So it's not just like being Naruto anymore. He's kind of just like a little kid. He's really good still, but it's like he could be a lot better in my opinion. Even though it's just like, I can't really say that actually because it's the beginning of the story, and it's like, you know, there's only so much he can do. But see, Sasuke's really powerful too. It's nice. Alright, we're gonna kill him right here. Nope. He's got us both. Never mind. Oh, see, I should have just let Sasuke use the Lion's Barrage. Would have killed him. Anyway, he's dead now. And the next mission, though, we should be able to beat Naruto, which is pretty nice. I really hope so. So let's continue.
Like I underestimated your abilities, but I won't make that mistake again. I will not lose. Crystal ice mirrors. Sasuke!
So basically what that jutsu did was, when Naruto first saw it, he thought it killed Sasuke. As you can see, it just, yeah. Something inside Naruto begins to change, though, when he sees this happen.
Is this your first time losing someone precious to you? For us, the moment we tie this headband, it's destroy or be destroyed. That is the way of the shinobi.
So now, if you've never seen this before, Naruto, something unleashes in him because of like the rage and pain he feels because he thinks Sasuke died just there. So now he unleashes the nine-tailed fox, which was sealed inside him by the 4th Hokage. You never really learn about that until much later in the story, but I'm not going to go into all that. This is one of my favorite characters in the game. He might actually be my favorite because, as you can see, he's faster, and he doesn't have to use the shadow clones to do his like attacks with him. Some of his attacks are altered like that, and his special is amazing. As you can see right there. See, I wiped him. Perfect victory, wow. See, Naruto, he's so strong when he's in this form, it's ridiculous. That's why he's like, always one of my favorite characters in this, because like, it's so hard for Haku to even touch him at this point. After this happens. So I think I'm gonna finish him off right here actually. Depending how lucky I get now. Not quite. And we'll do one more hit. Finished. One extra kick just because. But yeah, as you can see, he doesn't even talk when he's in 9-tailed, he's just there. And then, so he really badly damages Haku when he finds out Sasuke's alive and stuff. And Sasuke didn't get hurt. He didn't hit any vital organs. And now, there's fog because Haku's sensei is about to appear. Zabuza. I wish they would have kept him around longer because he was always one of my favorite characters when I first saw him. I thought he was really cool. He had a really cool theme to him. So.
So, you're the cause of all this? Well, you're not getting away with it anymore!
There's no way we're gonna let you do such a horrible thing!
You're the only one left. It's best you surrender.
You spoiled brats. I won't be as easy to defeat as Haku. Anyone who wants a piece of this guillotine
Now, Zabuza is actually one of the 7 swordsmen, if you didn't know that. 7 swordsmen are revealed much later in Shippuden. You get to see the rest of them, but as for now, you just know he's a really powerful person with the world's giantest sword. Later on, some more stuff happens where it's like, you'll see. But if you ever go at the end of the series more, you really learn about what happens with all this stuff. Because, fun fact, Zabuza actually comes back, so does Haku. But, I'm trying to remember how. It's been a while, so I don't really remember how it happened. I just remember Zabuza and Haku came back to life. Because they will die here. I'm not going to reveal how. I'm going to let you guys see that. But Zabuza and Haku do both die here. Most of you probably already know because you've played one of the games or you've watched some of the original TV show. But so as you can see, we're only, I think, about 15 minutes in, and we're already maybe a third of the way through the story. Because, like I said, if you've never seen the show, it goes up to the Chunin exam finals where Naruto and Sasuke have to fight Gaara, and then the story ends there. For some reason, I don't know why they didn't continue it. Maybe just because of the size of the disc, they couldn't hold it all at the time or whatever, but whatever the case. Oh, wow, I got hurt pretty bad right there. That rarely happens. But there we go, he's dead. Now I think we get to have Kakashi fight him, if I remember correctly. The only reason I'm talking about like what's happening is because I've played the story mode in this a few times before. Unlike most Let's Players at this game, the story mode's pretty short, so I didn't really feel the need to practice the game at all at first. Because then I'm just kind of bored playing through the story again. But so yeah, it's like half blind because I've beaten it before, but I don't really remember all of the story that I've done before and stuff like that. So it's about half blind. By the way, for those like cut parts where it's like reading that, if you want to see it, then you know, just like pause the episode on YouTube and then you can just like read it all, stuff like that. Same with these parts. If you are annoyed by my talking, just mute it and then read the subtitles. I'm trying not to skip it, but there's a few parts that are just like so like unhelpful to the story. It doesn't really matter if you skip it or not. Now I get to be Kakashi with Sharingan. He's one of my favorite characters to be because he can actually copy special jutsu, like the X jutsu. So when Zabuza uses his special on me, if he does, I can copy it and just use it right against him, which is my favorite part. Instead of using the lightning blade always, I can use other ones. That's only with this character. I kind of wish they did it with Sasuke with Sharingan, but it's a trade-off because Sasuke with Sharingan has the Chidori and the other one only has the Lion's Barrage, so it's like, yeah. I mean, you know, he can copy, but he can only copy so much. So I'll give him that, and he's already dead. I mean, Kakashi is really powerful to begin with. If I hit him, but he can hit me back sometimes. But see, his kick can make you fly across the entire map. So that was a weak lightning blade I just did right there. There are much stronger ones, but I don't feel the need to really use the stronger one most of the time. I just, you know, it's just kind of there if I need it. Like if I really need it. I'll show you guys. I'm going to back up a little bit. Try not to use the full one. See, when you fully charge it up by holding X, he shoots straight through him. Instead of just like attacking him and then like pulling away real quick, or like shoving the character backward, he actually his hand goes through him, which fits well because that's how he kills Zabuza. Which I always thought was pretty funny. I don't know why I just did. But yeah, so Zabuza loses. Because Kakashi's way better. So you usually don't really know that in the beginning. This is the first time you actually see Kakashi really even fight. So yeah, now you don't really find that out in the story unless you watch. Well, not the game. If you actually watch the anime, Zabuza and Haku end up being killed and the bridge gets finished and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just classic Naruto at this point, where it's like he wants to go on a date with Sakura, ramen, all that kind of stuff. But
No way, Naruto.
now we're going back to the Leaf Village. And now here comes the good parts. After defeating Zabuza and returning to the Hidden Leaf Village, Naruto and the team prepare to take the tuning exams. So, and now is where we get to actually be some good characters like Sasuke and Lee and Hinata, Neji, all those types of people. Those are all other characters. But like I said, I love being Sasuke because, of course, I always use him when I battle my friends. I'll usually use like Sasuke or Nine-Tailed Naruto, or like Lee or Hinata, like those like couple characters. Like I'm just like really good with in this game. And by the way, if you don't know who Rock Lee is, he looks ridiculous, but he's super strong. I think this is one of the last fights to do with Naruto for a little bit. We have this one, and then we have like one more in a little bit. And then we have to be a few other characters before we go back to him. Rock Lee, he looks dorky and ridiculous, but he's super strong. It's crazy. When you actually see what he can do later on during the tuning exams, it was insane to watch. I remember watching the anime, I'm just like watching him fight Gaara, who you'll find out who he is. It's not spoilers, because everyone knows these characters for the most part. And it was just so crazy watching how powerful he was from training, even though they're all just like the lowest level of ninja. But he could like, he has what's called the 8 gates of life. He can open them, and he would open the gate of life, or like the gate of pain, the gate of rest, then the gate of life and gate of pain and stuff like that. And when he did it, he can unleash the hidden lotus instead of just primary lotus, which is his normal X jutsu. So to do the hidden lotus, you have to press down X twice when your chakra bar on the bottom is full, and he'll go into it. You can tell when he does it because he changed his character shape, like his hair goes up and stuff like that. He doesn't look so dorky anymore. He looks almost like delusional because his eyes got completely white. There's no pupil anymore. It's kind of creepy. But I think we're almost finished here. If I can just hit him. So he's hitting that. All of a sudden he gets a little bit better for some reason. Come on. This cannot be that hard. If you guys, if I apologize in advance if you guys can hear any of the buttons like this, because my buttons are pretty noisy. But yeah, so you might be able to hear the buttons a little bit in the background. Other than that, it's all relative at that point. But yeah, don't forget it. By the way, because of the fact that Elgato like has lag in what transfers to my computer from the like with the microphone stuff, I'm gonna try and fix as much as possible. Hold on one sec. Lee tests his strength before taking the exams. What will be the outcome of battle between Lee and Sasuke? So as you see, he gets to fight Sasuke. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm gonna try and make it match up as well as possible in the editing, but it might be like a half a second off or something. In like some parts you might notice it, some parts you won't notice at all. But if there is, I apologize in advance. I mean, it's hard to make it really perfect unless you're playing it on the computer, like with an emulator. But I'd rather record the actual games to get to using a GameCube controller, which the system was actually meant for, because it came out on Nintendo GameCube. If you guys didn't know, this game actually is only for the GameCube. Like a lot of Naruto games, like at this time, from when this game came out, me and a lot of my friends, where we lived, it was either like in our community, it was either you had not an Xbox. No one had Xbox back then because there was only the original Xbox. You either had the PlayStation 2 or the Nintendo GameCube. A lot of kids had the GameCube. A few had the PS2. I was one of them. I had both of them. I was like the one lucky kid that always had them both, I guess. Everyone always thought it was like really cool that I got to have both. But all we really played on them back then was like Naruto games because we was like fighting them so much. Personally, I've always loved, like between the GameCube and the PS2 ones, I've always loved the GameCube ones more because as you can see, it's like 3D figures and stuff like that. While in the PS2 ones, it's still 3D figures, but this one that you can move like 360 more, so it's like the first game that actually give you more movement. Because the PS2 one, all you do is just, it's like a 2D one where you can only move like left and right, and you can jump. That's about it. The super moves are really cool to watch, but that was about it. The other thing is, this game you don't have to jump to attack. The PS2 ones, like Naruto Ultimate Ninja 1, 2, 3, 4, things like that, you had to basically jump to attack every time, and it was like, it really limited what combos you could pull off. But yeah, as you can see, Lee's really powerful, but Sasuke's, it's not even fair because Sasuke has the Sharingan, so it kind of gives him a huge advantage when he doesn't even need it. But they don't actually get to fight anymore. As far as I remember, they don't fight anymore. So now for the next part of the Chunin exams, there's a guy in the Forest of Death known as Orochimaru. And they don't know who he is yet, but he actually turns out to be a bad guy. He's like a villain who, he dies eventually, but that's what he looks like. And he knows Sasuke's brother Itachi, who you'll learn about more later. You don't learn about him in this game. Maybe in the future I'll play one of the Clash of Ninja Revolution games for the Wii, because that gives more of the story, which I always liked. It gave, like, the first Revolution game did this, but not in the same aspect. Like, the missions were really weird for it. I don't know, I could never beat some of them, and it was like really hard. There's like, on higher ranks, I could never beat like the Rasengan mission for Naruto. It just never explained it enough for me. But yeah, it still has most of this story, but you also get to meet Itachi, and you get to see Naruto learn the Rasengan. But again, like I said, I've always loved the original GameCube ones more. There was just something about them that made them really cool, because the Wii ones are really the exact same game, just on the Wii. Maybe a little bit updated graphics, but not by much. There's more story, of course, but the same exact gameplay and everything. I think I'm Sasuke now. Yeah, I'm Sasuke. Sweet. I finally get to be a good character, in my opinion, at least. I said, because I like Sasuke a lot better than I like Naruto. I always kind of have. Even though Sasuke's bad now, I still have that like high hope for him that he'll come back. But see, he's really good. He's like a lot more like stability. I always knew how to use his attacks more. Naruto, just kind of mash B. Sasuke would actually try to use stuff that like was like useful. But and you see like Sakura, she tries to help, but she's not the best at it. She kind of attacks, but there's only so much she can do. I give her credit. I mean, again, they're all like relatively new in this game. Like they're all like kind of little kids still, but you gotta give them credit. So it's the beginning of their journey. Kind of, I don't know. The only thing I always want to do would be like a Pokemon Let's Play. If I ever end up doing a Pokemon Let's Play, it will definitely be Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Not like all three, but I'll do like that. Generation 4, I'll do one of them. Probably Diamond or Platinum, because I never liked Pearl as much. Just for those little things, but I always like Diamond better. I like Dialga. Platinum I never liked as much because it was snowy, but there was more story, I think. Yeah, but if I do it, I'll probably end up doing Pokemon Diamond. That's a really fun game to Let's Play, I'll admit it. But, as I said, I own that game. I've played it on multiple times. I played it on the Wii on an emulator before. I played it on an R4 card. I have the actual cartridge still. I have it on emulators on the computer and stuff. So if I ever actually do a Let's Play on Pokemon, it will definitely be Pokemon Diamond. But, I mean, I don't know how far that'll go, because I don't know if I'll ever get to it like in the near future, because there's like another couple games I kind of want to do before this. Come on. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Seriously? Dang it. I died because Orochimaru is ridiculously strong. It's not that he's ridiculously strong. It's just that we are so weak compared to him. And that always kind of really drove me over the edge about it, because he focuses on you, of course, because you're player one, but there's only so much I can do. And he's like, see, he took like half my health bar right there, and we're not even like halfway done with him yet. We have 3 people fighting him. It's nuts. This mission's not hard. None of them are hard. They get harder gradually, because that's how the game is. It's supposed to get hard, but not super hard. Anyway, you gotta just like find the opening and attack him a lot. That's all. You just gotta find his opening and keep pressing B is what I usually do. Or just keep hitting him. Eventually the B attack will work on him. But oh come on, there we go. See, it's hard to hit him sometimes. I already got him finally. All right, that's good. Let me check the time. Okay, I think we're at a good stopping point, actually, because yeah, usually we just finished Force of Death and stuff like that, and yeah, it's about a half hour into the episode, so I think we're gonna stop it here. I'll try to have the next video up as well today, but it might come tomorrow just because of the stupid like rendering and uploading to the YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe I'll make the episodes a little bit shorter so they can go up a little bit faster instead of a half hour. But I wanted to make the first episode long so you guys could see the main part of the story. And if you're wondering why my voice could take louder and quieter every once in a while, it's because of where I'm sitting. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.